everyone, welcome back to Story Behind the Story. I'm your host, Courtney Rowe, and today I am joined by Andrew again, who just did a story about last week's game where we had a extensive rain delay. So as a reporter, what did the rain delay mean for you?
Well, we were down on the field, and I was actually going through issues with my phone. I think it's because there were so many people at the game that I couldn't tweet for some reason. There was my data was no, we're not going to work. So I was dealing with that, and then they're like, all right, rain delay, lightning delay, whatever. So we just went up to the press box, and we ended up being there for 3 hours, and I was essentially just every 15 minutes hey, do we have an update? Hey, do we have an update? And they're like, no, we don't have an update. So we just kept waiting and waiting, and every time we got an update, we were tracking the radar by ourselves, tracking the other games in the MIAA, just trying to keep busy essentially, and just waiting and hoping the lightning would stop. And every time there was another lightning strike, or you could see it out in the sky, it was just kind of groaned and okay, we're going to be here a while. So yeah. Props
to you for sticking it out, though. I know you got to talk to the players a little bit about their thoughts. So what were they thinking during the rain delay?
Well, I heard, none of them told me this directly, but I heard that some of them went in there and took naps during the rain delay. But and Coach Wright said that they kind of all tried to stay focused, but they wanted to shut off for a while, so that they'd shut off, and then when they have to get focused again, because if you try to stay focused that whole time, you're just going to drain yourself mentally. So it's just more of a process of you have to be ready to go when we're going to go, but other than that, just kind of relaxing and just chilling out in the locker room.
So what about Rich? I know that family weekend was a really big thing for him. So what were his thoughts during the whole thing?
Well, he was actually upset when the rain came, because they had so much momentum. The Bearcats had a 3-score lead going in before the rain and lightning delay started. So he was concerned that going into the locker room for however much time was going to kind of take the wind out of their sails. And that was his biggest concern going into it. But beyond that, he just controlled what he could control and just was waiting. And from what the players said, he was the reason that they all were so hyped coming out of the locker room. LaTroy Harper said that the speeches he was giving, every time they thought they were going to go back out, the speeches he was giving was really getting him going. And then they came back out and were just as dominant as they had been. And they didn't really lose a beat in the 3 hours that they were in the locker room.
So did you have any funny or interesting stories that came out of the whole rain delay?
You talking about for myself or the players?
Either.
The players all came out and they were dancing behind the end zone, which was it just felt like they were about to start the game all over again. I was I can't imagine having that much energy after having to go sit in the locker room for three hours.
Yeah.
And then up in the press box, actually, we were kind of messing around after a while. We stayed very professional for the first 2 hours, and the last hour we started playing what John Walker called the press box Olympics. And we were standing long jump across the press box and then seeing how many steps it takes to get across, and doing other stuff to keep ourselves busy as the rain kept coming down outside.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't the most ideal situation, but it seems like everyone made the best out of it. I know for me it was weird because I'm used to the games ending so early when it's still light outside, and this kind of brought me back to Friday Night Lights whenever the games ended really, really late. So I thought that was kind of funny. But what should we expect from you in regards to future stories?
I'm just gonna kind of keep doing my thing in terms of covering the games. We'll be there in Emporia. We're going to make the trip to Missouri. It is this weekend, and then next week we'll be at Arrowhead reporting live from the Pitt State game. So just hopefully more good content coming your way.
I think it'll be an interesting one. Can't wait to read it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.